Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to our math lesson today. Let's get started by doing some flashcards for fact fluency. Let's start with our twos. 2 plus 6, 8. Great. 2 plus 5, 7. 2 plus 4, 6. Great. 2 plus 3, 5. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 0, 2. 8 plus 2, partner to 10, 10. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 8 plus 2, partner to 10, 10. 4 plus 2, 6. We're getting quicker at these. All right, keep it up. Let's do our threes now. 3 plus 4, 7. 0 plus 3, 3. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 9, oh, remember if it's tricky, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 plus 3, 7. 2 plus 3, 5. 1 plus 3, 4. 5 plus 3, 8. 6 plus 3, 9. Let's try some fours. 9 plus 4. Remember, if it's tricky, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 plus 0, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 4 plus 2, 6. 4 plus 3, 7. 4 plus 5, 9. 4 plus 6, partner to 10, 10. All right, great job doing your fact fluency. Let's go over our I can statement. I can represent and solve addition and subtraction word problems. Today, we are going to be solving a subtraction equation to find a whole. So I want you to go ahead and turn to page, let's see what page this is on. Let's turn to page 139. Please grab a pencil and get ready. We're on page 139. You will notice on this page that we have an addition and a subtraction problem, and it tells us to use counters to model this problem. So this is what I want us to do. We are going to draw our table or our thing that we typically draw. It's like a little picture where we have a box here, and then we have our total here. I'm going to move this up a little bit. I'd like you to draw this with me on your paper. If you don't have a workbook, please make sure that you draw on a separate piece of paper. So remember, these are our two parts, and this is our whole, right? So let's go ahead and fill this in. So we have 3 plus 4 equals, let's draw our counters. We have 1, 2, 3, and you can write the numbers in here to see how many counters you've drawn so far. 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can write in here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 counters altogether. Let's go back and double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my total is 7, isn't it? 3 plus 4 equals 7. Please make sure you write that table or that picture, and make sure you write that answer as well. You can also use manipulatives or your counters to help you with this and to help you double check your problem. So if I have 3 here, I have 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, these are my two parts. I put them together to make my whole. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right, 7. Okay, let's do this one now. This is a subtraction problem, isn't it? Let's use the model. Let's draw a model for this subtraction problem. So we're going to draw a table. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. We're going to draw our picture and split it in half. Remember, it's a big rectangle, and then split it in half. And then I'm going to draw a little square here and make a picture just like that. We've been doing this for quite a while, so we should know how to draw this by now. So remember, we have our part over here. We have our part, don't we? We have 3 and 4. So I'm going to put this add-in right here because this is my second add-in. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 circles. 1, 2, 3 circles. I'm going to put a 1 in this because that's the first circle I've drawn, second circle, and my third circle I've drawn. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do my other part over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go back and write my numbers. So this is my 1, 2, third circle, my fourth circle, fifth circle, sixth circle, and seventh circle. I'm going to go back and I'm going to count how many circles do I have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, I have 7 total. 7 take away 3 equals 4. So those two number sentences, you can find the total both ways. You can either, you can find it by doing an addition problem if you are missing the very first number in a subtraction problem. So when the start is unknown. Okay, feel free to pause the video and go ahead and write those pictures down and those numbers down. Okay, I'm going to erase this and let's move on to the next page. So please turn the page with me. We're going to move on to the next page. Let it load for a minute. Okay, so we see here, we're going to look at this page right here, 140. And you see that our first number is unknown. Don't you see that question mark? Our first number is unknown. It's a question mark. Blank take away 3 equals 2. So we can solve this by drawing a picture, right? We can solve this by drawing a picture. What we have to do is we have to figure out the total. These are our two parts, aren't they? And this is our whole or our total. So let's count these counters. And I want you to write this with me. I'm going to write the numbers inside my counters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters total. So I'm going to trace this. I have 5 counters total, or 5 circles total. I'm going to calibrate my board because sometimes my marker gets a little bit off center. Because this is not a whiteboard, so it has to know where I'm writing. Okay, let's see here. I am going to go ahead and write, trace in my 5 here. Great. Okay, so think 3 plus 2 equals 5. When the first number is missing in a subtraction problem, for example, if I have blank minus 2 equals, let's see, blank minus 2 equals 4, I can think of this as an addition problem. I can figure out what this missing number is by doing 2 plus 4 equals, and I can find it out that way. That is a great way to figure out if I have my first number missing in a subtraction problem. So 5 take away 3 equals 2. Let's do our show and grow together now. Okay, so we see number 1 and number 2. Let's do this together. So we have the first number missing. So I want us to go back and I am going to write my numbers in my counters just to help me count, okay? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many total counters do we have? We have 6. So think 2 plus 4 equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 2 plus 4 equals 6. So, we fill in that number here, right? The total of 2 plus 4 is the same thing as our the first number in our difference, right? When we do a subtraction problem, we always start with our total, don't we? We always start with our whole. Let's do this one this time now. Blank take away 1 equals 1. Oh, interesting. So I'm going to count 1, 2. Oh, that was easy peasy. How many counters do I have total? I have 2 counters total, or 2 circles total. So think 1 plus 1. What's 1 plus 1, boys and girls? It's 2, right? So 2 minus 1 equals 1. So whenever you are missing that first number in a subtraction problem, when you have, I don't know, minus 1 equals 1, you can turn this into an addition problem. You can make sure you do 1 plus 1 equals, and you will find that number right there. I want you to keep practicing this concept. So you're going to be doing an independent activity today on Seesaw. Let me show you what you're doing today. So let's pull it up real quick. You'll see your example here, and you are going to notice that we have our missing number right here, right? We have our missing number. We have, I don't know, minus 3 equals 1. So you can go back and you can write 1, 2, 3, 4. My marker's a little fat. Let me make it skinnier. I can write 1, 2, 3, 4. How many counters do I have total? I have 4 counters, don't I? I have 4 circles total. So you have to think 3 plus 1. You have to add these 2 together to find out that number. You have to add those 2 together to find out the number, right? So let's go ahead and let's do that. So you have to think 3 plus 1 equals what? 3 plus 1 equals 4. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. I want you to do this one and this one by yourself. Notice how you don't have counters for this one. If you feel like you need to draw a separate picture over here, you absolutely can do that. So you can go over here and you can draw yourself a picture if you want to draw your counters. You can also use a number line if you feel like you need to use a number line to help yourself. Please use what strategies work best for you. You're also going to do number 2 as well. So you are going to do numbers 3 and 4. And notice how I drew in those 2 charts, because on your workbook, you do not have, let me turn to that page here. So on your workbook, just like this, you don't have a ton of extra room. So I want you to write on a separate piece of paper, or you can write on the template and submit it on the template. But I want you to make sure that you show your work, because it does not have you show your work in these 2, does it? It doesn't have you do that other than just writing the number sentences or the equations. So I want you to make sure that you draw a picture just like I did. So that is our Seesaw activity for today. I can't wait to see what you can do. Great job, boys and girls. Bye.